Hey y'all, happy Monday. Excuse me y'all, why am I just waking up at 5 o'clock? This was not a part of the plan, but let me brush my teeth and wash my face, and yeah, I'll be right back. Girl, waking up at 5 o'clock is crazy. And my body is still yawning. Like, sis, enough already. 5 o'clock is crazy, y'all. I need to change it. We'll talk about that too. Why my phone is on sleep at 5 o'clock. It was part of the plan, but I never got to. 5:26, 17:26. Alright. Let's brush these chocolates, y'all, because this is crazy. Hey Siri, set the timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes starting.
Hey Siri, set a timer for 2 minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 90 seconds.
90 seconds starting now.
Sorry about that, but what I just did was I'm doing a little skincare, so y'all know I'm using my holy grail. Y'all know what this is, witch hazel. I just put some of that on my face. I know y'all seen the mouthwash already. We have a 5-minute timer on, and when my face dries, I'm going to put this Black Radius Luminous Dry Oil. As I used to be, or I need to be. Like, honestly, I'm just be falling off. I don't know what's that about. It's like, what in the hell, man? Let it get cold. Oh my god. So y'all wait. It is too hot. All right, y'all. Waking up at 5 o'clock was not a part of the plan. However, I don't really know what the plan was because I didn't set up an alarm or set an alarm to make sure I woke up. However, I was up all night, okay? When we did laundry earlier, that was at like 8, 9 in the morning, I think. But like I said, I had been up already since like 2 p.m. the prior day. So after I did laundry, I got in the shower. The goal was then to make me some French toast and make me some breakfast. Once I got out that shower, y'all, I was so hot. So I needed to then, you know, moisturize my body. Then I wanted to lay down just for a breather. I wound up falling asleep. But I did wake up again. And girl, I guess I must have got comfortable, got my little blanket and went right back to sleep. And like I said, I never set an alarm. I was not supposed to wake up at 5. I know when I laid down, it was about 12-ish. I thought I would maybe wake up around 2 so I could have some of my day still to get some things done. But the body was like, no, y'all, it's too hot. I need to turn on this AC. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm texting my sister back really quick. Hold on, I'll be right back, y'all. So rude. Sorry, I'm all up in y'all face. Whoa, hold on, sis. Alright, I'm all up in y'all face. Y'all, I got so many people to text back, but my sister just hit me up about another Noah's Ark movie. Tell me y'all watched that series when it came out. And also, if y'all hear like faint knocking or banging, of course, as soon as I come to record, I don't know, someone is next door. So please forgive me with that. But yeah, tell me y'all watched Noah's Ark when that series came out back in like 2000, what? 2000, y'all, it was like early 2000s. I want to give it 2006-ish, 8, something along those lines. I don't feel like it was like 2012. That seems just too late. And I don't think it was 2002. That was just way too early. But anyways, I know that we have a mega catch up. So what I wish I had right now is a real cold kombucha. We're gonna have to go to the store and pick up something. Not right now because it's way too hot. But I really wish I had one right now. So nice, so cold, so refreshing. So because y'all know kombucha be burning, but it's a good burn. We have a major catch up, y'all. I literally wrote bullet points. Sure did, because I don't want to miss nothing. I want to make sure that we speak about everything, y'all. So literally have some bulletins, period. So y'all might as well get comfortable. I'm gonna try to make it 20 minutes or less because y'all know I'm a yapper. But we need to catch up. And also happy Monday, you guys, if I haven't said that. Happy June, y'all. Although I know it's the last week of June and that's crazy, I've been wanting to tell y'all happy June since June started. But we're still in June, so I still have the opportunity. I'm sending everyone peace, prosperity, and just get your mental right, y'all. You get your mental right, everything else will fall into place. And so let's just make sure we finish out this month of June strong so that we enter July on that same way. How has your June been thus far? I hope it's been good. I hope you learned something. I hope you put down something. I hope that you forgave yourself for something. I hope that you were able to grow and expand. And I hope that you were able to heal. Remember, y'all, it doesn't always have to be so big. Like, some of the smallest things, the aha moments, the breakthroughs are the most magnificent, most important things that you can get out of life. So if you haven't accomplished all your goals, that's fine, child. I haven't accomplished all mine neither. But it doesn't mean that you can't use this last week to make sure that you do accomplish some. We be trying to do too much. Like, I have to say that to myself too much. Like, you be doing way too much. You got to slow down. I had to say to myself the other day, like, I want so much out of life, right? And I put so much pressure on myself, y'all. I am so critical. I am the most critical person in my life. No one could ever critique me as bad as I critique myself. And I just have this like, it's good, but it's also detrimental that I just always want to be at the top. Like, I literally would try to start at the top and bump my head all the way down. Because remember, you can't start at the top with nothing. You got to start at the bottom and climb up. There's no shame, no embarrassment in that. That's actually an honor, because it means that you put in the work, you had the mindset, you had the discipline, you had the consistency and the commitment to make sure that you stay with it and at it to climb your way up. So take a deep breath, calm down. It's going to come to you. But you have to ask yourself, are you putting in the work? Are you doing what you know needs to be done to get to where you want to get? First of all, y'all, where have I been? Period. I cannot believe that I just got back to vlogging like 2 days ago. When y'all got that vlog, I had vlogged, I started vlogging last week, Wednesday or Thursday. I think Wednesday or Thursday. I had not vlogged the entire month of June. So you see what I'm saying about it's all right, you know, if you just not on the pace that you want to be, but as long as you at some pace, that's all that matters. Y'all, it all started at the end of May. Okay, when y'all got that last vlog of me reading outside and editing outside, which I really did enjoy, my SD cards were completely full. I have 4 SD cards, 64, 128, 256, and 512. Every last one of them was completely full with content. The reason why I was not deleting the content was because I wanted to start cutting shorts from the content. Never happened. A lot of that content was from like months ago, because y'all know I just be recording and editing and putting out. I took like a week, and I was supposed to put the pedal to the metal and cut all these shorts. Did not do it. I'm looking because I hope y'all don't die. Y'all got 1 battery and then I'm gonna change y'all. After that week, I had to have a moment with myself, a conversation, and I was like, Tessie, you are never going to be able to feel like you're caught up if you're always working from behind. I have this knack about me, y'all, where I don't like to leave things undone. If I set a goal for myself, I don't care if it's 6 months later, I still will push myself to achieve it. I think that, again, that is a great knack. That's a great, like, yeah, that's a great thing to have. But I think when you're trying to catch up from things 6 months, I know this sounds redundant, but when you're trying to catch up from things from 6 months ago and trying to do things in the present moment, it's too overwhelming. It's too much. So I decided, you know what? Why don't we just give ourselves a clean slate? I've never done that before in my life, y'all. I will stress myself out. I will give myself tons of anxiety. I will just put myself in such a trance, like, no, you gotta finish it, you gotta do it. But I was like, no, let's just give yourself a clean slate. Let's start from where you are and give yourself a chance to even be current and stay present. So I wiped out all the content, y'all. I was so proud of myself. I felt really good. Like, I felt really good. I felt really free. It was just an amazing feeling, and I was proud of myself. So after I did that, I was supposed to get back to vlogging, because guess what? Now I have the space. Child, never happened. Never happened, y'all. Never got back to vlogging. That, I didn't vlog for like, girl, 2 weeks, right? I did not create any content. I don't know why. I guess my energy wasn't there. I guess after I'm explaining everything to y'all, maybe I was feeling a bit overwhelmed. I don't know what it was, y'all, but I could not pick up the camera. And it wasn't that I didn't want to. You ever want to do something, but you can't find it in you to do it. You desire it so bad, but the disconnect, right? Like, it just sucked. So I just gave myself the time. I was like, listen, it's all right. You know, like I just said earlier, you'll get back on. You don't have to kill yourself to get back on, but you'll get back on when the time is right. So the 3rd week of June, oh, by the way, y'all, my nose ring fell out in the shower. So I need to clean it with some peroxide, and I'm putting it back in. By the 3rd week of June, I felt good. I was like, okay, you know what? I want to get back to vlogging. Child, tell me why I had the sniffles. Not a cold. I wasn't sick. I had the sniffles because I cannot do AC air, y'all. It's too dry for me. I also could not open my window because, listen, do what you want, but I just hate that it has to be done around me. My neighbor is a, what they call that? Chain smoker. Like, This person smokes every hour on the hour. Like, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. And I hate cigarette smoke. Like, I do not like it. It stinks. It's just terrible. It's the worst thing. Like, I don't even understand why cigarettes are legal. I feel like they want to ban so many other things, you know, ban people going to the bathroom that they choose of their choice. They want to ban people being able to gamble their money away. They want to ban all these things. They want to ban women's right to their choice with their reproductive organs that they carry around and get checked out and make sure stay well. They want to ban so many things, but yet they still got these cigarettes around. I don't even understand why, if you love yourself, you would smoke a cigarette. But cigarettes is a no-go for me. So what happens is, every time I want to open up my door, open up my windows to get some fresh air, I cannot, because the cigarette is pestering and blowing in my home. And I don't want that. I don't want my body to smell like cigarettes. I don't want my clothes to smell like cigarettes. I don't want my hair. I don't want nothing, okay? Nada to smell like cigarettes. So that always forces me to turn on my AC, which, don't get it twisted, it has been hot so the AC can go on and off. But I also am a girl who loves naturalness. So I love natural, fresh air. Like, that's just me. That's your girl. So that gave me like a little sniffle, y'all. And so when I did come back to vlogging, and y'all got that vlog last week, which is why y'all didn't hear me talking a lot, because I was very nasal, like, like I didn't want to talk. I was like, wow, God, I said, not as soon as I decide, Tessie, your break is over, because we all need a vacation, we all need a break. So that's why I'm not beating up on myself too much. It wasn't like it was 2 months, y'all. Even though I missed y'all like hell, it was really just like 2 or 3 weeks. So I kind of was able to give myself grace and take a break. But I was like, God, not as soon as I say I want to return back to work, you giving me the sniffles. So I just allowed God to do whatever he was going to do. As y'all see, I sound much better now. Another thing I want to tell you guys about is, I know that the last vlog that we talked, the last vlog, we talked about missing out on things, right? Like, not being able to be available as much as you would like to for other people, because you're just in your own life. You're doing what you need to do for you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I was discussing with y'all, or sharing with y'all, about missing out on my brother's college graduation. And I was sad, but I wasn't like devastated, you know. I know, y'all, real quick, I know we need to like really formally be introduced and all of that, because I just be yapping, and I do know that it's a lot of new people, and I haven't given like a whole introduction, who I am, where I'm from, and all that. One day we will get to that, I promise. But I wasn't devastated, because like I said, I'm in my own life, and if I was where my brother's graduation was held, we all know I would have been there, honey, with like, what they say, rainbow colors on. I would have flew to the location to make sure I support it. Well, guess what, y'all? Where there's a will, there's a way. I did not miss my brother's graduation, because his school actually streamed it on YouTube. So I was able to watch it live. I got to see him walk across the stage. It was just so dope. So that made me feel really good, because it was like, you didn't miss it. You weren't there physically, but you were still there, and you were there in spirit. He knows that you were able to see him, and so it just made me feel really good. So I was proud about that. Very, very happy about that, y'all. So yeah, like I said, I just never got back on track. It was just an unexpected break, but we all need them. So y'all, I have another camera. When I first started my YouTube journey a few years ago, ooh, you guys are dying. Be right back. All right, y'all, we back. Got us some fresh battery. Hold on, y'all. I also realized that I didn't explain. Well, I did explain, but if you want to know like why I'm saying the cigarette smoke is too small, I know I'm going back. The cigarette smoke is too strong. It's because they live right underneath me. If they lived on the side of me, it would blow a different way. But because they live right underneath me, it just comes up, so I can't do it. When I first started my YouTube journey years ago, Babe had brought me a camera. So I don't know why, but in like the month of May, no, matter of fact, in this month of June, I was just like, let me like see, let me check with the camera. Now I know that it has a focus issue, but I was gonna see if maybe I could try to work with it, which, excuse me, I'm very grateful that I did not throw it away. One thing about me, I'm not a pack rat, but if I do think I could use something in the future, I will hold on to it. So I was very happy that I didn't throw the camera away, because it was a good camera. It wasn't broke, nothing was wrong with it, but the focusing issue. And I had sent it in to get it fixed. And the company, I forget, I think it's Canon, It's Canon, it's Nokia, it's one of them. It's somebody. It's not a Sony. I sent it in to get it fixed. They sent it back to me. Child, tell me why it was still doing the same thing, which means they never fixed it. Thank God I didn't pay for it. It was like on warranty when I sent it in. But that's messed up, companies. If you're gonna give somebody warranty and you're gonna say that you're gonna fix it because they paid for that warranty, then you should fix it. Why would you send me back my camera being the same way I sent it to you? What was the point of that? So I was asking Babe, like, babe, can you get the camera for me, because it was put up somewhere, and y'all know I was not finna be reaching to get it. So I asked him, babe, can you get the camera, get the camera, get the camera? Y'all, I'm asking him every day for at least like 10 days. And I'm just saying, okay, I know he's busy. He's not ignoring me, but I know he's busy. He's at work. He's doing things. Maybe I'm not catching him at the right time. So finally one day, I catch him, y'all, sitting down. I'm like, babe, can we get the camera right now? So he's like, damn. So I'm like, what's going on? He's like, I can't even do this as a surprise. So I'm like, what's up? He was like, a week ago, this is so crazy, y'all. He's like, a week ago, I sent the camera in to get it fixed. You see how God be in alignment? Because I never told him anything. Like, I just started in my head, and I think around the same time in my head I said I was going to get the camera is the same week that he took it, even though I never said it to him, because I had wrote it on my to-do list and I need to get back to it. You see how God works? Because like I said, I was going to just try to work with the camera with the way that it was, but something in his head, God put it in his head to say, fix this camera so that he could give it to me. Y'all, I love that. We haven't got the camera back. It was supposed to be fixed by the beginning of June. So I was going to tell y'all the story and have the camera to show y'all. But we don't have the camera. The guy said that I think he's waiting on the piece to come. It's probably these terrorists. But I just thought that was so cute. And I was just like, oh my God, that's so cute. Not us being in alignment. I love that for us. So whenever we do get the camera back, hopefully the guy can get the piece and he can fix it. I cannot wait to show you guys the camera. All right, y'all, so I did tell y'all in the last vlog that I needed to put those tracks in my hair. I did start, but I didn't do the front, so we will do that. By the way, since I didn't start vlogging right now until 6 o'clock and I really don't have any footage for you guys, I was gonna upload tomorrow, but I think I'm just gonna push it and upload on Wednesday. So we will get back to the 3 uploads a week because I really enjoyed that too. It kept me on it. Like, it really kept me on it. I'm sorry that last week's vlog was really short, but I just really wanted to come say hi. Like, I didn't have a lot. I told you guys I had the sniffles, but I wanted to do something. Like, something is better than nothing. So I hope you guys did enjoy it, and definitely this vlog will be a little longer. I don't know if it'll be an hour. I'll say feeling overwhelmed, but it's also remembering what you asked for, remembering what you prayed for. So y'all, I used to pray knees on the ground, like okay, I'm not saying I don't pray like that no more, but I'm saying it was really one of those, God, please help me. Like, that's where I was at in my life, when I really started to pray and become consistent and get really intimate with God. I just wanted to change my life. I was sick and tired of living the way that I was. I wanted something different. I deserved something different. I had to get out of my own way. Now I notice that sometimes I feel a bit overwhelmed because I prayed to God to ask him for all those things. All these things. Girl, I was downright begging. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was begging for God to move me out of my situation, move me to a different place so I could get my mind together, okay? Now I feel overwhelmed because God gave me exactly what I asked for. But you know what I didn't ask God to do? I didn't ask God to teach me how to manage it. I didn't ask God to teach me how to maintain it. I didn't ask God to help me with my discipline. I didn't ask for any of that. I was just like, God, I need this. God, I want this. And he was like, here you go. Here you go, my child. And now I'm learning, y'all, ask for God to help you manage what you're also asking him for in prayer. Because feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you want to complain about what you prayed for is crazy work. Like, that's crazy work. And I had to say, not me, like, now saying, oh God, like, not me having that type of, like, energy towards what I was begging him for. That makes completely no sense. So every time that I get to a place where I feel overwhelmed, where I feel like, oh my God, it's too much, I don't have time to breathe, I don't have this, I stop whatever I'm doing in my tracks and I breathe. I too say to myself, you asked for this, you prayed for this. Just ask God to help you in this moment, because I'm certainly not going to throw a fit or complain or ask God to take it away from me. Like, none of that is gonna happen. So you just have to find a way to get through whatever you are dealing with. But yeah, I have to remember, I asked God for this, so now I must ask him to help me with it. Because sometimes it's a lot, y'all. Sometimes it really is a lot, but you asked for this. You asked for this. I have to tell myself that all the time. Girl, you asked for this. You asked to be a boss. You asked to be an entrepreneur. You asked to be rich off your content. You asked for you to be this like phenomenal person. You asked for this. So now do what it takes to be what you asked for. Point blank period. It's really not as bad as sometimes it appears. It's just little things need to happen to make things run more smoothly. Like, I need a schedule, I need structure, I need time management. Getting all those things together will make me not feel as overwhelmed as I do. It doesn't mean that sometimes when there's a lot on the plate, you look around, you like, oh my God, what am I going to do? But if you have certain things set in place, you know what I mean, you'll be able to just manage it a little better. So God blesses me with a lot of things, and I'm very grateful. But I also realize, y'all, I don't be using what God asks me. I don't be using what I ask God for. Like, I'll be like, God, can I get this? Like, God, I really feel like I need this in my life, and he'll deliver it to me. And we'll look back months later and I still will not have used it. And that's just something I need to work on too. That goes with, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get it together, sis. Like, get it together. I have it right here. It says not using what I once begged or prayed for is crazy work, Tessie. Like, for real. So I was watching my girl the other day, Chelsea, one of my favorite vloggers. Her name is at I Am Chelsea on YouTube. Go check her out. So she was talking about losing friends as an adult, and I think I shared with you guys that, yeah, I really don't have any friends right now, and I'm okay with that. I do miss having platonic relationships because I'm a girl, you know what I mean? Like, I like to go shopping with my girls, I like to go eat with my girls, I like to converse with my girls. Like, platonic relationships are real relationships to me. Like, I put a lot in. Like, I'm that type of friend. I'm that type of girl. Like, girl, we in this together. We damn near sisters. Like, that's how I operate with my girls or guys, because I like male friends too. So she was talking about having a friend. She didn't really go into details, but having a friend, and I guess things just not, you know, being on the same accord, and them no longer being friends. And it made me remember, like, y'all, I stopped talking to all the people and let me say this really quick too. I am not a person to have multiple friends. I like 1 to 3 friends max. 3 is a lot. So having like 15, 20 friends, that's just not me. That's never gonna be me. A lot of people would consider me their friend. I would consider me just being an acquaintance, or me just being kind or whatever. I don't necessarily use that word friend very loosely, because like I just said, I put so much effort and energy into being my friend's friend that I cannot spread myself like that. But if you see me and you talk to me, I'm definitely cordial. You know, we can have a kiki, we can have a good time, but it doesn't mean that I'm necessarily gonna, for me, consider you my friend. I stopped talking to all my friends years ago. I haven't made any friends, and since I moved to North Carolina, y'all, like, I'm just, girl, maybe I'm not in the right places. I think that's what it is. I'm not in the right places. And so I just haven't curated any friendships down here. I'm not opposed to it, but the way I see people friendshipping is kind of like, I'm opposed to that. Right now, I'm friendless. I talk to my sisters and stuff like that, and you know, they're my friends, but having like a platonic friend, no. So when she was talking about that, I was just like, I think it's because of Scorpios, we give a lot to friendships. Like, people don't friendship like us. Like I said, we're devoted, we're loyal, we're caring, like, and we put in a lot. So our expectation is a lot. And I think that sometimes people just don't know how to be good friends. I think that people think a friend is just for a kiki or just for you to, you know, talk about your issues and your traumas. And that's not it. Like, friendships are real relationships, y'all. And that's why some people don't have friendships, because they don't know how to manage, they don't know how to operate in friendships. Like, you have to treat your friend good. If you're not treating your friend good, then what's the point of us being friends? That does not mean that we need to agree on everything. That's not how it is. Like, we need to be friends. Do you know what friends are, especially as an adult? Do you know what it is like to have a real friend as an adult? It's not a game. So I just wanted to talk about that. I am open to friends though, because I do miss, like I said earlier, I do miss kikiing, y'all. I do miss going out. I do miss getting cute. Like, I used to love to get cute. You know what I'm saying? Put my little outfit for my friend and go out and eat, get drunk, go shopping, you know, all that stuff. So soon God will send the right people to me. I just need to get in the spaces of where they are. Yeah, one thing I hate about yapping, especially when I got a list like this, is that I'm trying to remember all the points and things that I want to tell you guys, and it just sometimes comes off as mumbo jumbo, but I hope that you guys are following. Okay, y'all, so let's talk about y'all, I'm a very political person, although I do not share it a lot on YouTube, because sometimes I just don't. But I am definitely into politics, y'all. Like, the politics be politicking, honey. It's like my favorite reality show. That's how I watch it. So, like, y'all, let's talk about this idiot. Why did this wrinkly, prune-looking, orange, need to take a bath man decide that he wants to strike Iran? Like, anybody got an answer? Anybody? Anybody got an answer? Anybody? Anybody know? Nobody know? It's like y'all literally voted for a dictator. Y'all think that is cool. Y'all think that Handmaid's Tale looks interesting. Y'all think that being a super conservative is the right way to be. But there is no life living in a dictatorship country. No life. Like, I feel like you can't talk about Putin. You can't talk about Kim Jong-un. You can't talk about none of those people if you're going to subscribe to allowing a person to operate as a dictator. It's just, it makes no sense. It's like the kettle calling the, what is it? The pot calling the kettle black? Whatever the saying is. It just makes no sense. Let me tell y'all what happened last night. Well, 2 nights ago now. So Saturday night, I decided to go out and sit in the courtyard and edit my video. It was so nice. It was like 9 o'clock at night. The sun was down. It was cool. It wasn't muggy. It was a perfect night. So I was like, let me just sit down here and edit. So I have to come back upstairs because I was doing a load of laundry and everything, and I wanted to put my Mac down because I was done editing. But I also want to go right back downstairs and get some night reading in. Like, I love moonlight as much as I love sunlight. So I was just like, I'm gonna sit here by the fire pit and I am going to read me a few chapters of my book, which, by the way, y'all, I'm so excited. I have been reading this book forever. The Start Where You Are book. Hold on. Y'all, I have been reading this book forever because I haven't been reading it. I have not been consistently picking it up and reading 15-30 minutes a day. But I have for like the past few days. So it's almost done. I'm super excited and I love it. I don't know if you guys can find this, but I believe this is a really great book. If you're dealing with any of the things like I just said, like feeling overwhelmed, not knowing which way to go, just needing some type of guidance, it's a great book, y'all. It's almost just like Atomic Habits. It's basically telling you that you have everything you need, you just need to know how to use it, basically. But I love it. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna sit down, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read a few chapters. So I go back downstairs, I'm sitting there, child, this man woke up. Y'all, I'm sitting there in the chair reading my book. This man walked up to me. He said, information. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is that how we holler at people now? Like, is that how we get people's attention? Absolutely not. I'm good. So I say, no thank you. So he's Mexican, right? So he speaks English, but you know, he speaks English and it's fairly good, but he's also drunk, so it's a lot going on. So I'm like, no thank you. So then he tried to touch me. So I'm like, which I don't understand why men think that it's okay to touch you? Also, have we lost the fundamental concept of understanding what ignoring is? I feel like people just do not understand being ignored, and it's upsetting me and my homegirls, because that's the nicest thing I can do to you, is to ignore you. To just let you go about your way and I go about my way, and we don't have to have no type of converse, because I'm not that type of girl. And I hate when women do that, but everybody has to do what they feel comfortable with. I hate when women giggle and do all those type of things when they really just want to tell this man, can you back up and get away from me? However, I do understand why sometimes as a woman you can feel very threatened by the presence of a man, and you don't know what he's going to do when you reject him. So sometimes some women think that it's easier to just be kind of meek and be kind of whatever to let the man go on. But sis, it does not compute to the man the way that you think it does. When you giggle in a man's face, when you offer him any type of presence or time out of your life, he thinks that he has a chance. The only way to show that man that you don't want to deal with him is to either ignore him or you have to walk away. Those are the only two options. Anything else outside of that is gonna make them think, oh, she into me. But the ignoring never works. And at that particular moment, I wasn't getting up and moving because I had just sat down. I'm reading my book. So I'm like, yeah, so when he tried to touch me, I'm like, you need to back up. Like, you too close. Like, you too close, whatever. So he walk away. So now I'm sitting there, I'm reading whatever he's doing. Child, out of nowhere, he come back. What's your name? Girl, I'm like, what the fuck? Can't you see I'm minding my business? Like, I'm just trying to read my book. So I say, Stephanie. Oh, Stephanie, it's nice to meet you. I'm like, okay, you too. Can you go? Basically. I'm like, okay, nice to meet you. He told me his name. I'm like, okay, whatever. I just want to go back to reading my book. I'm just enjoying my time, my space, my nighttime. That's it. So then he goes away again. He come back with some Coronas. He asked me, do I want one? I say, no, thank you. I don't want a Corona. So he says, okay, he walks away. Girl, I don't know why, but he's back again. Okay? Now he got one Corona. He's talking, he's yapping. This man asks me if I'm fighting for Mexicans. I said, are you? Are you fighting for them? I think that that's more imperative than me fighting for them. Like, what are you doing for them? But again, he's intoxicated and his English is, you know, we're at this point, we're speaking Spanglish, right? So I start laughing. So I'm like, not this man asking me, y'all, if I'm fighting for Mexicans. Like, I just told y'all that they on our head all over the internet trying to ask us why we not fighting for them. And I was just like, the gall, the audacity to ask me, I'm sorry, if I'm fighting for Mexicans. Like, I'll fight for anybody who America is treating unfairly, because I know that. As a black woman, I know that all too well. Sadly, we know how that goes. But not you trying to act like I need to put on my cape and get to the front line. No, y'all need to get to the front line. The people that voted for him. So I'm hoping that this little 2 to 3 minutes of conversation will have him disperse. Girl, no, he just keep on talking. So now I'm just like, you know what? Now he's not gonna leave because I'm the only person outside. And you know how it is, when people are intoxicated, they want to yap. Thank God he wasn't violent, because sometimes when people are intoxicated, they do get violent. This man starts saying, oh, bonita, you're beautiful, I love your eyes, I love your nose. Like, he's saying all this stuff, still asking me for information, asking me if I will go to breakfast with him the next morning, go on a date with him. And I'm constantly telling him no. I'm actually telling him in Spanish, like, no tiendo, like, I don't want to. Like, no, I'm good. No. Next thing I know, y'all, this man dropped to his effing knees. Sorry, because I was about to curse. Dropped to his knees next to the chair that I'm sitting in and started talking more and more. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, come on. The best part of the story. Next thing I know, girl, he reaching there. He go in his pocket. Okay, he go in his pocket, he take out his wallet, right, and go in his wallet, y'all, and give me $20. I did not ask this man for nothing. I was just sitting there minding my business, as I told y'all, and he was just like, here you go. And I was like, well, thank you. So now I feel like he paid for my time that he wasted. So I am rolling, because y'all, I'm not bragging, but men always give me money. And I'm never like sweet, I'm never flirty, I don't do any of that. I literally, like I just told y'all, be telling men to get out my face, because they're annoying and I just don't have time for them. But it's like they like that feistiness. Women think that men like meek women, but they like those women because they can manipulate them and because they can do what they want to them. Men actually like a woman who's feisty, who has a head on her shoulders. If they're not like feeling scared or challenged. That's the thing. If the man is like feeling challenged with his ego, then he's not gonna like you. But a lot of men do like the feistiness because it gives them something. Like, men are natural predators. I told y'all this before. And so if you're too easy of a prey, that man is not gonna care about you. You have to give him something to chase after. Make him work. Like, that's what they like. Make him work. So I'm rolling, y'all, but y'all know I'll take it. It's actually right here. Okay, now y'all, I have never had this happen before, but let me tell y'all. Anyways, now this man is trying to have me drink his Corona, and I'm telling him no, I don't want it. I don't want that. He's like, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? I don't want to. ¿Por qué is why? Like, why don't you want to do it? And I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. So now next thing you know, he spills the fucking Corona. I'm like, oh fuck. Like, he don't spill it on me, but I'm like, sorry, I'm like, oh shoot. He don't spill it on me, but he spill it like on a little place where I'm sitting. I'm like, oh man. So well, like, I'm here, the like fire pit is here in front of me, so he spilled on the fire pit. I'm like, oh man. So I'm telling him, look, you're doing too much. You spilled your Corona. Y'all, he go back in his wallet, take out another 20. Now he's like in my face with the Corona. Drink some, drink some. I'm like, no, I do not want that Corona. Like, get it out my face. So then he said, okay, no. Y'all, he put the 20 back in his pocket. That's the only part of the whole thing I regret. That I could have had $40 instead of $20, but I damn sure wasn't drinking that Corona, so whatever. Why did this man ask me how much for the night? I've had people come up to me, I've had people flirt, I've had people insinuate, but I have never had anyone ask me verbatim with those words, how much for the night. So I tell him $1 billion. He said, oh no. I'm like, yeah, exactly. He goes, oh no. I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. So he's like, no. He proceeds to start telling me some girls want 2,000, some girls want 100, some girls want 1,000, some girls want this. And I'm looking at him like, well, I'm not some girls, and I told you $1 billion. He's like, oh no. So now I guess he realized, like, yo, this is not happening. So he like grabs his stuff and he proceeds to start walking away. Like I said, I've never had that happen to me before. So honestly, y'all, I didn't even know what reaction to have. I didn't even know. I wasn't upset. It was comical to me. So I was not upset. I wasn't offended. I genuinely was like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. Not that I'm on that, but you get what I'm saying. I also was just amused as AF. Like, I really was amused. I was rolling laughing. Like, not me just being solicited, girl. Like, okay, but I'm happy you know that there is some dineros, some pesos, some green that has to be a transaction, right? But the biggest regret out the whole thing is that he put that other damn 20 in his pocket. I was just like, whatever. So y'all, that's the catch up of everything. That is the catch up that I could think of. Now, we completed everything on this list. Can you believe that? The whole thing. So that's where I've been. That's what's been going on, you guys. I am so excited to be back. I missed you guys so much, and I'm excited to get this summer content out and, you know, just get it together. Like, we back on it. Finish my hair. I can't wait to show y'all my hair, because girl. But I have talked y'all ears off enough. Thank you guys for listening to me. I really did enjoy this chat. I hope that you guys are having a great day and staying cool. Don't be doing nothing extra in this heat, y'all. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you stay in shade. Make sure that your clothes are loose fitting. Make sure that you're eating. If you can't drink your water, eat your water. Celery, Walmart, watermelon, cucumbers, like all that stuff is very rich in water. So make sure you stay hydrated, y'all, because ain't no fun being dehydrated in this, and it's also no fun putting yourself in a potential, you know, not so good situation. So yeah, hope that you guys having a good day, and I'll be back later. Tuesday. Hold on, let me see if I can move your back. I feel like my head is cut off, girl. Hold on. It's so much stuff on my bathroom counter, girl. Alright, is that better? Better? Alright. Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. So my face is kind of white right now because I just got finished washing my face, and I don't want to put the rest of my products on because y'all, I want to get into this. Yeah. I have been wanting to do this for a while, and today is the day. So have you guys ever oil pull? They say coconut oil is the best oil. I don't know if this is the best one, but this is what I have right now in my cupboard, so we're going to use this one to try it. They say 1 tablespoon for 20 minutes. So I'm excited. I'm nerve-sighted, guys. Nerve-sighted, because I'm excited, but I'm nervous because, yeah, I don't know. It's something new and whatever. So 1 tablespoon is how much we're going to use, and then we're going to, I'm sure it should be solid. Well, I'm sure it could be any form, but it seems like when everyone uses it, they are using the solid one because it hasn't melted. But y'all know how hot it is, so you know, coconut oil does either one. I'm just yapping, but coconut oil does one of the two things. It either stays solid. Calm down. It either stays solid because it's at whatever temperature keeps it solid, or if it's just too warm, then it will liquefy. So anyways, let me start talking because the nerves is coming out, and let's get this tablespoon going. But first of all, I should probably set the timer, right? Hey Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes starting now.
Free mentorship classes this summer designed to help you stay consistent with your content. Space to connect while the podcast is on break. Head to slaygirlslay.podia.am. I cannot get to where I want to go any faster. I cannot arrive any quicker. I cannot make it happen on my own. That this time we have in this life is going to move with or without me. So I need to be present and enjoy where I'm at within it. Enjoy where you are within it, sis. Where you are within your business, where you are within your single season, where you are within your married season, where you are within your season of motherhood, where you are within your creative endeavors, where you are within your dreams. This time is going to move with or without us. And my question today is, what will you do with that time? Will it move with or without you? Into experience, that is how you spend the time. Married or single, kids or no kids, movie star or you're still auditioning, entrepreneur or side hustler, you have to make a choice. Am I going to be mad, sad, and flipping the table every day because it's not looking like how I thought, because it's not going as fast as I thought? Or am I going to enjoy what I have today? Am I going to decide that I'm going to intentionally give myself the chance to be who I am today? Just today, because that's all I have. Today is all that I can control. Sometimes, and I have to go here, but sometimes, y'all, the enemy will have you looking at your life and all the things that you don't have and make you believe that that it's something about you specifically, something wrong with you. And that is why you don't have what you've been looking for yet. Trust me, I know. And because we think something is wrong with us, because we think that we are not good enough, we don't give ourselves the chance to fully appreciate, fully enjoy, fully accept the season that God clearly has us in. Because clearly, He has us here for a reason, right?
Woo. Okay, now let's brush our teeth. Y'all, I'm gonna finish up and then I'll come back to let y'all know my review and how I felt about it. Damn right I love the life I live because I went from negative to positive and it's so good. Hold on, y'all. Y'all need to be a little bit more elevated. I don't know why I be trying to elevate y'all so much, but I think that looks better than where y'all was. Hold on, let me go get this light. All right. Hey, y'all. So I'm back. It's a little later. But I wanted to come tell y'all. Sorry, lips is chapped, honey. Y'all ever just start singing a song and just like it just feels so good? I was just singing that Biggie Small song and like now I feel like I could take on the world. Well, I already felt like that, but damn right I love the life I live because I went from negative to positive and it's so good, baby, baby. All right. Yeah, it's a little bit later, but I wanted to come tell you guys how I felt about the oil pulling. Child, y'all seen that grease stain on my shirt? I'm so sad. I hope that it doesn't permanently damage that shirt. It's not about like the which that doesn't matter how much I pay for the shirt, because I was gonna say it's not about the price point of the shirt. It's just the fact that that's one of my favorite shirts to rock in the house when I'm just in the house chilling. It's my little crop top. And so if that big old grease stain really stays there like that, I'm going to be forced to have to part ways with it. And that just makes me so sad, like so sad. So cross our fingers to hope that maybe I should have treated it, because I didn't treat it, y'all. All right, when I'm done, I'm gonna treat it. But cross our fingers that it does not permanently damage the shirt and we can continue just enjoying our shirt. Why not? All right, okay, so I changed my shirt. As y'all can see, I'll show y'all, but I have on that little Fashion Nova outfit. I just wear it in the house. Like I probably wore it outside less than 5 times, y'all. I took my hair out the bonnet, but child, don't read into this too much. I told y'all I put some of them tracks in, but I'm about ready to take them out and I haven't even finished my hair. Like head, the whole top of this right here is not done, y'all. That's why I got on this rag. And I always do that to myself. Like I always half complete the projects and I'm so sick and tired of it. When I spend the time laying the rest of the tracks, I promise you in like 2 to 5 days later, I'm gonna want to take it out my head because now I've had the back end for at least a few days and you can tell because it looks like worn and I've been sleeping on it. And so now when I put the front on, it's gonna be fresh and so yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. But I am happy that I at least put the rag on, put a little outfit on, so I feel good. Now let's get into the oil pull review. Like I said, y'all, I have been wanting to do that oil pulling for a long time. What you do, they say you can use any oil, but I just love coconut oil. I'm a coconut oil girly. I use it everywhere, on my hair, on my skin, everywhere. Like I love it. So I decided to use coconut oil and you're supposed to switch it around. Sorry for my ice. You're supposed to swish it around in your mouth for 20 minutes. So that's what I did. It has a lot of benefits for your mouth. It's supposed to naturally help whiten your teeth. It's supposed to give you better oral hygiene, which I think I have great oral hygiene, but y'all know me. I'm always looking to ascend and step up. That's who she is. That's what she does. So what else about it? Okay. I don't know what I thought oil in my mouth would feel like. Let's start there. But it wasn't crazy, y'all. Like it really wasn't crazy. I actually enjoyed it because you know when you swish around mouthwash, it's very tingly. Even the one I use, I forget the name, that brand, but even when I use, it's still kind of tingly and stuff, which is not a problem. It has no alcohol in it, whatever. I'm rambling, but the point is, it was like a smooth swoosh is what I'm trying to get to. You don't really, like, you taste it, but you don't, it's not overbearing or like, you know what I mean? So it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. It was not bad at all, y'all. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to tell you guys like a big difference. Like, I can't tell y'all because I already told y'all I feel I have great oral hygiene anyway. My breath never stinks, so that's great for me. So I can't tell y'all a major difference. Like, oh, well, my teeth felt this, or my mouth, my tongue. But I will say this. For one thing, I can point out, my teeth didn't necessarily feel oily. I hope y'all get what I'm saying when I say that. Like, you would think after swishing around oil in your mouth that maybe your teeth would feel kind of like caked up, and it didn't. Actually, my teeth felt really clean because I brushed my teeth after I oil pulled. They said that that's how you should do it, instead of brushing your teeth and then oil pulling. However, I need to get me some more coconut oil, but I could definitely see me adding that into my morning routine for my oral care. So try it out. If you tried it out, leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought about it. If you liked it, how many times you do it, because I don't know how many times we should do it a day. I think just one time. So yeah, I think that's it about the oil pull, y'all. I really did like it, and I look forward to using it much more. Y'all, I am so happy that I got to share that podcast with you guys. And that's another thing I want to say about the oil pulling. What I did like about it is, obviously I wasn't gonna stand in the bathroom for 20 minutes and do nothing. So I was happy that I was able to pair it with something else that was productive. So listening to getting my morning podcast in, or my episode, whatever, however you want to say it, was very, like, I love that. I love that I was doing my oral care and listening to my podcast, and I'm happy that I got to share some of it with y'all. So I just want to have a little chit chat about the episode, because the name of the episode is Slay Girl Slay. The host of the episode, or the host of the podcast show, her name is Ashley. I really like her. I have been listening to her for a few years. The name of that episode was called Give Yourself a Chance. And whew, give yourself a chance is so real. Just like give yourself permission. You know, we don't give ourselves any of that, but yet we require so much and we demand so much of ourselves for a plethora of things. And I really needed to hear that, y'all, because I woke up today with the head top on doing too much. I'm just gonna be flat out honest. Y'all know I'm transparent as it comes, okay? So I woke up and I was just like, I did some stretching and I did some meditation, and y'all, I just felt like I was rushing. Like, stretching is supposed to be slow. You're supposed to enjoy it. You're supposed to be happy that you showed up to give your body something it deserves. I'm moving in and out of my positions like, okay, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. I'm like, girl, no. And so that kind of, like, I got kind of like peed off with that, because I'm like, that's not how you're supposed to be doing it. And then when I meditated, the entire time I was in meditation, you guys, I'm sorry I started yelling because I got like so upset, but the entire time that I'm in meditation, I'm sitting here saying what I have to do, my to-do list. I'm doing everything but focusing on the present moment, setting my intentions, being grateful that I'm even having the time to meditate. And that really was like why are you I literally kept saying this in my head. I was like, focus on your breath. Focus on your breath. It was just, but then I ended basically by telling myself that I was proud of myself. It may not have looked exactly like I wanted it to, but I was proud of myself for even showing up. I was proud of myself for taking the time. I was just proud of myself, and that's how I tried to end it, so that I didn't allow that to follow through. So that was all happening before I even listened to the podcast. So now y'all coming along with me to see why the podcast was so like right on time. All right, so she spoke about in the podcast being bad, right? Not being bad, being, y'all know that song? That is by Diddy. Okay. Anyways, it's called Act Bad. If you don't know it, go listen to it. I like that song, okay? Act bad, act bad, act bad. All right. She means, or what she's speaking about is giving yourself a chance to get better. You can't be better, you guys, if you're not bad at first. Like, that's the prerequisite. That's how it goes. And I know we spoke yesterday about me always having this sort of kind of unhealthy relationship with excellence. Like, I want excellence in anything I do, y'all. That's always where I start. And I told you guys yesterday, I'm always starting up here, which is not bad that I want that, but it is bad that I think that I should start up there instead of starting down at the bottom and grow myself up to my excellence. You understand what I'm saying? And so I know that I struggle with that. I never want to be bad. I'm just be honest. Just like I had a very horrible relationship with failure. Failure to me was the worst thing that I could have ever did in my life. As I'm older now, I realize that failure is the best thing I can do in my life. And I'm so grateful for that evolution, to now see failure as just a great thing in life, because it means that I'm trying. I was so afraid to fail, you guys, I would never try. Because again, I was just like, no, it's not gonna look the way I want it. It's not gonna, girl, it's never gonna look the way you want it if you don't keep trying. It's never gonna look the way you want it if you don't start. And so her saying, give yourself a chance and be bad so that you can grow to be good, was like, oh my God, I really needed that. One of my favorite quotes is, no one was born an expert. No one. Everybody is born or starts at an amateur. How about we say that? Everybody starts at amateur. And the only way to get to excellence is through continued practice. The quote ends with the amateur, but I'm adding that in because y'all know me. So that is so true. And I just want to share that with somebody. If there's something that you're going through right now, something you want to create, something you want to build, anything, be okay with sucking. Straightforward. Be okay with being terrible. Be okay with all those things that feel uncomfortable, that make you feel like, oh my God, why am I doing this? That give you the overwhelming feelings, that give you fear, that make you want to procrastinate and hesitate, that make you have doubt. Yo, be okay with all of that, y'all, because it is through going through all those channels that you're going to gain the confidence, the comfortability, and just like the confidence, like, yo, I can do this. And so what, it looks bad right now, it will not continue to look bad forever. So because that's how I was when I first started my YouTube journey, y'all. I was just like, the aesthetics are not there, I'm not able to go where I want, I'm not doing what I want, I don't have the pockets as deep as I want, and I really would hold myself hostage and not record, and it sucked. Now even I don't have everything I want, but I feel better and I'm a lot more confident because, girl, I'm on here being bad, so that I know in the next year or two I am going to be marvelous. I'm going to be great, spectacular, okay? But she also spoke about time. And in the book that she says she's reading, which is called The Artist's Way by Julia somebody, but I know that the title is The Artist's Way. She said in the book that there was like a little question, I guess, that Julia's answering, saying people wonder about how much time it will take to get to where they want, and maybe the age that they'll be once they receive it. And so Julia's answer was, the question was like, how old will I be when I receive it? And Julia's answer was, you'll be the same age that you are going to be if you don't do it. And period. Because time is going to move regardless, y'all. It doesn't matter. The thing that matters the most about time is what you do with it, not necessarily focusing on what age you're going to be. I'm grateful that I have the time, and I'm grateful that I get to like decide and make the decisions on how I want to use my time. Don't focus on age. I don't know if someone struggles with that, but I'm telling you, sis, don't focus on it. Because age is just a number. It really is. And really, age is just a blessing that God allows you to continue to grow and continue to get older. That's a blessing. Me personally, like I said, it's just my time management. How I'm always feeling like I need to do a billion things at the same time because I'm not managing my time wisely. For me, that's my struggle with time. Another thing is being present. You know, I know for me personally, sometimes I am in the past saying, oh God, why did I use my time like that? Why did I do myself like that? Why wasn't I focused? Bah, 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 bah. And it's kind of like, girl, you never gonna get that back. So the only thing you can do at the present moment right now is use your time in the way that you know it's best for you, so that coming up, you'll be able to receive and see all the fruits of the labor and your hard work for what you put in. That's what's most important. So we got to learn how to just be more present and be grateful for what we have right now today, right? Because probably what you have right now today is definitely a result, an outcome of what you did or didn't do in the past, truthfully. So sometimes I have to take a deep breath and just remind myself I am here right now. And I know that working on being present it's work. You have to train your mind. You have to train everything about yourself to enjoy yourself, to allow yourself, to enjoy being present. It is work, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you. Also, realize that you're always right where you need to be. I know you may not have the things looking like the way that you want them to look. You may not have the pockets you want. You may not be traveling the world that you want to. All those things are my things. But it's okay, because I'm in this present moment right now so that I can make that difference. I'm not where I used to be, and I'm very grateful for that. I don't operate the way I used to. I don't think the way I used to. Nothing. Everything has changed. And so that's the beauty of being right where you are. And always know that you are exactly where you need to be. I know that it's hard sometimes to accept that because we have so much running in our head. But honestly, sit down with yourself. Sit down with yourself. Look at your life. Don't attach an emotion to it, right? Don't attach bad, good. Don't attach that. Just simply be still. Sit there and take inventory of life. And just do that. You know what I mean? And I promise you, you'll come back with something saying to you. God will speak to you and say, girl, you are right where I want you to be, which means you are right where you need to be. All right, last and final thought, y'all. God got us always and forever. The universe has us always and forever. The truth of the matter is, we feel like sometimes we cannot trust those things because we've disappointed ourselves so much that we don't trust ourselves. Speaking to myself. If you continuously don't show up, if you continuously don't do the things that you know you are needing to do, how are you going to trust the universe? How are you going to trust God? Because you know that you're not putting out what you need to be doing. But they got us. All we got to do is do the work. That is it. We don't have to know everything. We don't have to have everything. We just got to do the work. Whatever the day's work look like, without putting too much pressure on yourself, without just going crazy, overwhelming yourself, giving yourself sciatic brain. Like, God got us. I want to say, I hope that helps someone, because it helped me listening to that podcast. I am going to list it in the I'm going to write it in the description below. Y'all, my stomach just started hurting, like cramping. I know I haven't eaten yet, but I was talking through the rest of them. But that one is giving that in the pelvic. Like, oh my God. Ooh, abdominal, all that, whatever. I know my cycle is due to come. It's on its way. But I hope that helps somebody, because it helped me. And sometimes I think that's what we need, y'all. I think that we need to realize that we're not alone. I think that we need to realize that there is so much out here that can speak to us. God has so many ways to speak to us. He uses so many things as vessels. In my prayer every day, I always say to God, God, use whatever it is that you can get to me. I don't care if it's a message through the phone, through social media. I don't care if it's a message through a reality TV show. I don't care what it is, God. However you can speak to me, however you can gain my attention and use that to, use it to my ear gates, to my eye gates, do it. Because sometimes we don't allow the space for him to talk to us. We're just thinking that we can hear him or wanting to hear him in one certain way, and that's not how it happens. Like, There are so many ways that we can gain knowledge, so many ways that we can gain wisdom. We just have to be open to it. So yeah, I hope that the podcast, go listen to it, y'all, and I hope that this discussion helps somebody, because like I said, it helped me. I hope this helps someone. And always remember that you are right where you need to be and right on time. All right, y'all. So I want to cook tonight because I am a girl who needs meals. Like when I eat breakfast, I need a meal. I need a spread. I need fruits. I need veggies. I need protein. Sometimes I love meat, sometimes I don't, but it always has to be a complete balanced meal. And lately it's just been too hot, as we know. So I really have been cooking, but also why am I trying to put hot on it? But that is a part of it, okay? However, tonight your girl needs a meal. So I'm about to go in the freezer and find something that I want to cook. I'm probably not going to cook for another 2 to 3 hours. I like, even with the AC and stuff, I like to cook once the sun goes down. So let's see what we want to take out, y'all. All right, y'all, so I took out some chops. I'm about to put these in some water and let them thaw out. They should be thawed out by like 6 or 7 o'clock. Right now I'm about to eat this little bagel that I'm heating up and get to editing some of this content, because I really want to upload tomorrow. I didn't upload today, which is Tuesday, which is my upload day, but y'all know we getting back to it. So as long as I do upload, I'm giving myself some grace, giving myself a chance, and giving myself permission. So I will pick you guys back up when I'm doing something else. Thanks for listening to me ramble, but I really do hope that the yap in the chat was something and it fed somebody's soul. All right, guys, see you later. Why did I do this? I don't know, y'all. Y'all, real quick, perfect timing, because I had like 25-30 minutes on this SD card, and as soon as I turned it off, y'all, I got 5 minutes. So I'm about to slap another SD card in here for y'all too. Y'all, we talk, excuse me, had a piece of ice in my mouth. We talk so much. How can I forget to say stay cool and make sure you stay hydrated? This heat is nothing to play around in, and we got to make sure we take care of our health. So sorry, but yeah, I hope everybody is staying hydrated, and I hope everyone has somewhere cool to be. Okay, let's go at it. And I just finished cooking. We have some yellow rice, grilled pork chops. Don't worry about that, you know, that's just a seasoning and stuff, but they're not burnt. And so we're about to fix our plate and eat. My bad, y'all. This is what it looks like. This is where it started. There's literally seconds left, so I'm just gonna say good night. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me these past couple of days, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.